Did you eat insects for breakfast this morning without even knowing it? Think about what you had. That crunchy granola you ate, or that strawberry yogurt with its perfectly red hue. What looks like a complex chemical name on the package is often the food industry's official mask for crickets, worms, and beetle larvae. Today, I'm ripping off these Latin masks for good. I'm going to show you the exact secret codes that stores like Walmart, Kroger, Costco, and Aldi use to sneak cheap insect meal into your bread, pasta, and cereals, and how you can expose this deception in seconds. Imagine it's the year 2026. The transition period is over, and the infiltration of insects into our food supply has hit its peak. While corporations preach about sustainability, their real motive is cold, hard profit. Expensive grains are being replaced with cheap insect powder hidden behind names like Achaeta domesticus or Alphitobius diperinus. If you don't want to be an unwitting test subject for the insect farm industry, smash that like button and subscribe to this channel. Become an insider who can truly read between the lines on any food label. You're subscribed? Great. Let's begin the analysis. Part 1. The Latin mask. The 4 species on your grocery shelves. When you're standing in front of the bread aisle at Kroger today, you're probably looking for words like whole wheat or rye. But the food industry has learned a whole new vocabulary. 4 specific intruders have made their way into our food. These are the house cricket, known scientifically as Achaeta domesticus, the mealworm, called Tenebrio molitor, the migratory locust, labeled as Locusta migratoria, and the lesser mealworm, which appears under the name Alphitobius diperinus. Sound delicious? Absolutely not, and that's precisely why the industry uses Latin camouflage. Think of the Latin names as a sophisticated academic smokescreen. If a corporation printed house cricket powder on the box, you wouldn't buy it. But when the label says Achaeta domesticus, it sounds like some high-tech scientific ingredient, almost like a vitamin. It's a psychological trick. The European Union sanctioned these 4 species through a series of specific regulations. Tenebrio molitor got the green light via Regulation 2021/882 in June of 2021. Locusta migratoria followed with Regulation 2021/1975 in November of 2021. Achaeta domesticus was next with Regulation 2022/188 in February of 2022, and Alphitobius diperinus was approved through Regulation 2023/58 in January of 2023. Pay close attention to phrases like partially defatted powder of Achaeta domesticus. That's the industry's code for ground-up crickets in your pasta. Or look for Tenebrio molitor, the common mealworm, which is often added to granola and cereals as a protein enrichment. Under these international food laws, these insects can legally appear in bread, crackers, cereal bars, cookies, pizza, pasta, meat products, soups, and even chocolate. The list is growing longer every single day. So, time for a reality check. Before watching this, did you have any idea that these Latin names on your food labels actually meant insects? Type A1 in the comments if you already knew, or type a 2 if you're just finding out the truth for the first time. We know the names now, but why is the industry doing this at all? The answer is simple: money. Part 2, the protein trap. Why your bread is growing legs. Insect meal is an extremely cheap filler. Yes, it has a high nutritional density, but it allows manufacturers to cut back on expensive raw materials like high-quality grain or eggs. You're paying the same price at the checkout, but inside your bagel, the recipe has been optimized. A former production manager from a major industrial bakery revealed that insect meal is the perfect product extender. It binds moisture and boosts the protein content on paper, all without needing expensive soy or milk powder. So you're eating an industrial cost-cutting model that's being sold to you as a sustainable innovation. The profit margins are significant. Traditional protein sources cost manufacturers far more than mass-produced insect powder sourced from farms in Thailand, Vietnam, and the Netherlands. But the Latin names are just the tip of the iceberg. There are ingredients we've been eating for decades, substances derived directly from the bodies of scale insects. Part 3. Crimson Disgust and Biological Varnish. E120 and E904. While the new insect meals have only recently begun to infiltrate our baked goods, two other insect products have been in our food for decades, often completely without our knowledge. E120, also known as carmine or cochineal. You'll find it in almost everything that needs an appetizing red glow: yogurts, candies, drinks. But behind this dye lies a mass grave. Carmine is essentially blood-based makeup for your food. To produce just 1 kilogram of this dye, workers have to crush about 150,000 female cochineal insects. These are scale insects called Dactylopius coccus, which live on prickly pear cacti in Mexico and Peru. The insects are harvested by hand, killed by exposure to high heat, hot water, steam, or intense sunlight, then dried and ground into a powder. The pigment is then extracted using water with ammonia or sodium carbonate. Jell-O brand raspberry pudding contains E120 to get that signature red color. This product sits on the shelves at Walmart, Target, and countless other American grocery stores. You're eating the boiled remains of millions of insects just so your dessert has the right color. But it gets even more absurd. E904. Shellac. Shellac is a biological, clear varnish. Imagine coating your furniture with a layer of polish. That's exactly what the food industry does to your food. Except this varnish is a waste product from the lac bug, Caryolaca. These insects live on host trees in the tropical forests of India and Thailand. The industry scrapes these sticky secretions off the trees and sprays them all over your fruit and chocolate. Think about Wilton pearlized sprinkles. Those popular decorative sugar pearls contain shellac, E904, as a glazing agent, right alongside beeswax, E901. The full list of ingredients includes sugar, dextrose, starches, rice flour, glucose syrup, various colorings, and the glazing agents E904 and E901. You can find this product on the shelves of every major American supermarket. To produce just 1 kilogram of shellac, it takes anywhere from 50,000 to 300,000 lac bugs. In India, around 3 million people make a living by harvesting this shellac, so you're essentially eating insect secretions to make your food look more appealing. Disgust is one thing, but there's a much bigger problem for your body. Be honest now. Did you know that the shiny coating on your apple comes from insect secretions? Drop a 3 in the comments if you don't care, as long as it looks good. Or type a 4 if you think substances like this should finally be banned. Part 4. The chitin threat, an attack on your cells. In 2026, this isn't just about the ick factor. With the mass introduction of insect flour, a new threat is making its way into our bodies. Chitin is the substance that makes up the hard exoskeletons of insects. Think of chitin as ground-up shrimp shells. For most people, it's just a hard-to-digest fiber. But for those with allergies, it's a chemical declaration of war. If you have a shellfish or dust mite allergy, your immune system might not be able to tell the difference between insect proteins and a dangerous intruder. The Food and Drug Administration has confirmed that insect proteins can trigger cross-reactive allergic reactions. One study involving over 2,000 people found that 17% of allergy sufferers had a specific reaction to cricket and mealworm proteins. For someone with these allergies, a slice of bread with insect flour could lead to anaphylactic shock. Symptoms can include hives, itching, swelling, coughing, shortness of breath, stomach pain, and nausea. In extreme cases, it can trigger life-threatening reactions that require immediate medical attention. Every product containing edible insects must carry a warning. This ingredient may cause allergic reactions in consumers with a known allergy to crustaceans, mollusks, and their products, as well as to dust mites. Heat treatment doesn't completely eliminate the allergenic potential of insects. The threat is real, but where exactly is it hiding in the supermarket? Here are the 2 main places you need to watch out for. Part 5. Where are the bugs really hiding? The year is 2026. The infiltration is nearly complete. The first category, protein bars and fitness snacks. This is where the insect trend was born. Here, powder from Aceta domesticus, the common house cricket, is often praised as a sustainable protein source. Protein bars like Exo Cricket. Protein bars are sold in stores like the Vitamin Shop and Whole Foods all across the USA for about $3 to $4 each. But be careful. You're often paying a premium price for a raw material that costs next to nothing to produce. The second category, bread, baking mixes, and pasta. This is the area where insects are becoming a cheap filler. Mixing insect flour into pizza dough is like using sawdust. It adds volume on paper while drastically cutting the cost of raw materials for the manufacturer. Major supermarket chains have already introduced bakery products with insect additives in select American locations. You need to keep an eye out for the phrase partially defatted powder. That's the new code word for industrially processed beetle larvae being mixed into your daily bread. The food industry is banking on the idea that you're too exhausted to actually read the back of the package, but now you're armed with the knowledge. Here is your battle plan against the Latin deception. Part 6, your 3-step plan for completely insect-free shopping. Step 1, the Latin blockade. When you see names like Akita, Tenebrio, or Alphatobius on the label, just put the product back down. That isn't a new kind of vitamin, it's a bug. These Latin terms appear in tiny print on the ingredients list, often buried among dozens of other components. You have to train yourself to scan specifically for these words. Step 2, the vegan rule. Your ultimate filter, and this is the most important tip you'll get for 2026 and beyond. If you want to be absolutely 100% certain that your food contains zero insects, insect secretions, or insect blood, then only buy products with a certified vegan seal. The vegan seal is like a biological bouncer at the door of your pantry. It blocks absolutely anything that comes from an animal, and insects definitely count. This is also the fastest way to avoid shellac and carmine, since E120 is derived from crushed cochineal beetles, and E904 comes from the secretions of lac bugs. Neither of those is allowed to appear in any certified vegan products. Step 3, watch for the allergy warnings. If your bread says it may contain traces of shellfish, even though there's no seafood anywhere in it, that's often a hidden clue pointing to insect chitin. You have to read the fine print. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has even prepared a draft regulation to introduce a mandatory graphic label showing an insect with the text, "Contains edible insects." This label would have to be placed on a plain white background.